Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you love captivating stories about men transforming into women in unique and fascinating ways, then be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Now, let's jump right into today's tale.
If Marty had a superpower, it was collecting the kind of online junk that made even eBay blush. His apartment was a temple to questionable taste. A wall-mounted singing fish that crooned off-key Elvis, a glow-in-the-dark toilet seat, which glowed only where you least wanted it, and authentic Viking horns, stamped Made in Taiwan with proud efficiency. So when a brown box arrived stamped, Elixir of Empathy Guaranteed Transformation, complete with a hand-scrawled warning in Sharpie, side effects may include fun, Marty didn't even blink. He popped the cork and took a whiff. The scent was unholy. Bubblegum, regret, and a hint of burning rubber. "Smells like a unicorn's armpit," he muttered, and with the bravado of a man who once ate a spicy, gummy bear on a dare, he downed it in one go. At first, nothing, not even a burp. He licked his lips. "Tastes like a unicorn sneezed in my mouth," he grumbled, then doubled over as his insides fizzed like he'd swallowed a can of cola and a Roman candle. His toes tingled, then his calves, then everything between his scalp and his socks. A wave of heat sizzled up his spine, like someone had set his nervous system to broil. He could almost hear his skin crackling. "Is it hot in here?" he panted, "or is it just me?" He looked at his hands first, always the hands. The knuckles smoothed, the veins retreated, the hair shrank back like it was afraid of what was coming. His fingers grew slimmer, the nails lengthening and shining as if they'd been buffed at a salon run by elves. "Okay, new manicure, check," he muttered. His voice, softer, higher, a hint of mischief like a secret whispered in a library. Then came the squeeze. Pressure rolled up his arms, kneading them like pizza dough, compressing muscle and melting away years of lazy gym attendance. His shoulders narrowed, arms trimming down to what could only be described as delicate. He flexed, and instead of dad bod biceps, he got Instagram influencer arms. "Huh," he mused. "I could get used to this, or at least to not having to flex for the remote." His shirt, once a second skin, now draped over him like a deflated parachute. He tried standing, but gravity had other plans. His waist yanked inward, tugging his jeans into a death spiral around his ankles, while his hips bloomed outward with wild abandon. "Whoa, I'm becoming an hourglass. This is not what they meant by curves ahead," he yelped. His boxers, suddenly oversized, slid down with a sigh of defeat. Then the chest. A tingling, then a swelling, then, well, let's just say Marty understood the appeal of padded bras in a whole new way. Two soft mounds rose beneath his shirt, pushing fabric outward until the buttons threatened to mutiny. "Well, hello there," he breathed. "Guess I finally have a reason to visit the lingerie section, beyond giggling at the mannequins." And his backside, dear Lord, his backside. His once flat derriere inflated like a parade float, stretching his boxers to their elastic limit. He gave it an experimental wiggle. "That's bouncier than I remember," he quipped, giving a mock twerk that would make TikTok jealous. The transformation swept upward. His neck slimmed, Adam's apple vanishing like a magician's coin. His jaw softened, the hard angles melting into gentle curves. Cheekbones popped like champagne corks, lips plumped and tingled, and his nose shrank into a cute, pert button. His eyes widened, lashes thickening and fluttering with every blink, giving him the look of someone who just discovered mascara and maybe world peace. Then the hair. Oh, the hair. It started as a tingle, then a tickle, then a full-on stampede of follicles. Hair spilled down his neck and over his shoulders in glossy, dark waves. "Is it possible to feel sexy and itchy?" he asked the empty room as he ran newly delicate fingers through the silken cascade. He caught his reflection in the hallway mirror and nearly fainted. Staring back was a woman who looked like she belonged on a magazine cover or at least the after photo in a shampoo ad. Wide, luminous eyes, kissable lips, a jawline that could sell perfume. "Marty?" "No," Martina gawked. "Oh my God," she breathed, her voice now a throaty musical purr. "I look like I should be charging for autographs." She poked her cheek, squeezed her chest, and ran her hands through her new hair. "This is wow. Okay, focus. Science. Observe, document, don't panic. Also, check for hidden cameras." Her clothes were now a cruel joke. Her favorite t-shirt hung off one shoulder and her jeans gaped at the waist, threatening to expose her new assets to the world. She scavenged for a hoodie and sweatpants, cinching the drawstrings so tightly she looked like she'd mugged a scarecrow. The mirror revealed a bombshell in a tent. "So this is boyfriend fit," she snickered. "Maybe I should just start a new fashion trend, accidentally sexy hobo." Her phone pinged, an email subject, "Congratulations, new you," she read aloud. "Don't worry, changes are reversible with our patented Reverterita, sold separately. In the meantime, enjoy a fresh new perspective." She snorted. Of course it's sold separately, bet the shipping is killer too. Her stomach growled, loud enough to rattle the window. Well, apparently swapping genders burns more calories than CrossFit. She shuffled to the kitchen, hips swaying with a mind of their own, nearly knocking a cereal box off the counter. Pouring milk felt like a slapstick routine, her new center of gravity leaving her all but pirouetting just to avoid disaster. She giggled, note to self, buy a sports bra before attempting stairs or sneezing. By midday, Martina was an expert in only two things: how to brush impossibly long hair without strangling herself, and how to paint nails with her non-dominant hand badly. She tried on her sister's abandoned dress, wriggling like a caterpillar in a cocoon. Once zipped, she admired her reflection, hands on hips. "Not bad, Marty. Or Martina. I could get used to this. Maybe I'll start charging Todd for advice on how to accessorize." As if summoned by snark, the doorbell rang. It was Todd, her next-door neighbor, holding a package and wearing the kind of confusion usually reserved for quantum physics. Todd's eyes widened. Hi, I don't think we've met." Martina flashed a wicked grin. "Long story, want to hear it over coffee?" Todd blinked. "Sure, yeah, I like coffee. Who doesn't like coffee?" She winked. "Great, I'll tell you all about the dangers of online shopping. Spoiler, it's a real transformation story." As the door closed behind them, Martina couldn't help but laugh. A new, melodious sound that promised trouble, mischief, and probably a few more questionable packages in the future.